what sort of game are you expecting and your prediction, my friend?
I'm expecting / hoping a really entertaining game full of goals. These are two sides that cover the most distance in the Premier League. They've produced the most intense sprints in the Premier League. So there are some similarities in style between these two. And hopefully it's gonna make for a really watchable game of football. So that is what I'm hoping for. My only slight concern is that where Spurs have fallen down this season is they've played a lot of games of football because they've been in the Europa League. They went deep in the League Cup. I think they've played 40 games so far this season, and Ipswich are in the 20s. So they've played a lot more games of football, and I don't think that's helped. It's no coincidence that both these clubs have had quite a few injuries because of the way they train and the way they play. But they had a full week leading up to the Man United game, and they've had a full week leading up to this one. But yeah, hopefully all the ingredients for a really good football match, Ross.
Okay. Do you think Town could do a double over Spurs the first time they'll do it this season?
I think they could. Yeah, it's absolutely fair to say that they could, and I think it's right that everyone goes into this with belief and are fired up. I don't want it to sort of tip into, I've heard a few sort of conversations almost like we're going to beat them, and it's like it's a foregone conclusion because Spurs have been a bit Spursy and a bit wobbly this season. It's still a really tough game of football. You've flashed up the graphic of the players that are available to them and the attacking talent in particular that they've got. But Ipswich can win this game. I hope they win this game. My feeling is they might end up cancelling each other out. I've got 2-2 as my prediction.
Desmond, and I don't know how people will think about that. Let us know in the comments down below. Would it be a draw or good result? It's still Spurs, still got a team full of talent. I'm going to go for a win, though, Stu. I'm not going too overconfident, but Town to do the double. They get a big result. We need results at Pullman Road, especially after the last game. Obviously, it was against Southampton. Obviously, a late winner was scored for the Saints. This time around, maybe Town score a late winner. So I want to go for a 2-1. So just like the reverse fixture, another 2-1 win against Spurs, but it won't be easy. But I'm looking forward to it. Let us know your prediction as standard, everybody. Stu, any other business from you?
No, not really. I mean, you touched upon the home form. Just looking at it, that will be 13 games at Portman Road have been played so far. 1 win, which is obviously the Chelsea one, 4 draws, 8 defeats, and only 9 goals scored across those matches, which is disappointing. I don't think it tells the full tale when you look back at games against Villa, Fulham, Man United, where atmosphere was great, performance was good, couldn't quite get the winner in those games against good level opposition. I hope it's going to be that sort of game again, but this time it can just tip the margins Ipswich's way. Obviously, there's been some disappointments along the way. Everton, Palace. The travesty of the Leicester game with the referee's involvement. So I think they have
referees do. Same referees.
It is the same referee. Actually, that's a good talking point. Actually, Tim Robinson, the man who failed to watch that borderline GBH barge on Connor Chaplin in the box in that game against Leicester, didn't give the penalty. Seconds later sends off Calvin Phillips controversially for a second yellow card, and Leicester go on to snatch a draw. I keep calling it a defeat. I've called it a defeat in copy because it felt like a defeat that day, but they snatched a draw at the end, and I really hope that's not a day that we look back on at the end of the season as being a really crucial moment. But need to improve the points tally at home. But I think the performances have been there, and surely by law of averages, some of these games will start tipping sooner rather than later.
Yeah, hopefully, and hopefully it is this Saturday against Spurs. Well, Stu, thanks for joining me as ever on the Boot Room. Thanks everyone for watching another episode. If you go into the game, enjoy. If not, follow Courage with us. We'll be there at standard. Bye-bye for now.